Friday. Today I have a few snack ideas that I want to share with you. We are on week 4 already since we started prepping. If you're new here, every Friday I share a lot of prep ideas. We are barely starting with all of our prepping ideas, so we are pretty new to all of this concept about prepping, but we are getting there. So if you want to learn with me how to prep, we are a family of 6, then just keep on watching so you can see all of the snack ideas that I have for you guys today.
All right, let's start with this super easy yet delicious apple donuts. I'm cutting an apple in circles and I'm going to take out the core with this melon baller. You really don't need this tool. You can definitely take the core with a knife, but I'm making my life a little bit more easier. If you have something circle and sharp, you can also use that as well. I am going to top it off with some peanut butter. You can use any type of butter that you love. You can even use almond butter. I'm going to also top it off with a little bit of walnuts, which I'm going to chop off because they are pretty big. And we're going to add some granola chocolate flavored. I did bought this at Sprouts. They are super delicious. The hint of chocolate, it's everything. And to make it even more sweeter, we are going to add some raisins. The options in here are endless. You can top it off with any of your favorite toppings. These snacks are super delicious. My kids are obsessed with them. To store it, I am using a regular container, but I am putting some parchment paper on every layer. That way the peanut butter or the grains don't come out. And I've had them for up to 4 days and the apples don't get brown at all. For the second option, we're going to make some Jello, but instead of following the instructions on the box, I'm adding only 1 cup of hot water and half a cup of cold water. This is going to help the Jello to be a little bit more firm. If you do add 1 1 cup, the Jello will still be good, but if you want to eat it in cubes, you want it a little bit more firm, you really don't have to put them in this type of molds, but I do have this mold and it's a little bit more cuter. The kids will only just be able to eat the cubes of Jello by itself. It is more convenient for me, but again, you really don't need this container, so you can definitely store it in any type of container you like. I'm going to be putting this in the freezer for about an hour or hour and a half, and this is the second option on snack. I'm telling you, this is super healthy and delicious. If you are craving any sweets, this is going to help you out. One thing that I am doing with my family members, I am letting them helping me. If you include your family members, trust me, all of this meal process, it's going to be much easier and fun as well. So include your family on all of this. Let them be part of the process and they'll be learning with you as well in all this journey. And while the Jello is hardened, we're going to start with our third options. We're going to make some granola blueberry bars. These bars are going to be your top favorite. Personally, I love them. You're going to be super amazed of how tasty and delicious these granola bars are. The recipe will be down in the description and you can double the ingredients if you have more family members in your household or you just want to make more. You can also substitute some of the grains. I'm using walnuts, old-fashioned oats, chocolate oats, chia seeds, cranberries, and some chocolate cover raisins. Combine all together and set aside. In another bowl, we're going to combine 100% maple syrup and peanut butter. You can substitute the maple syrup with some honey, but I do love the sweetness of the maple syrup. With the butter, you can substitute as well with almond butter, but I am using just a regular peanut butter. We're going to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds until the peanut butter gets a little bit softer and you can combine it with the maple syrup. Once all of that is combined, we're going to add it into the grains and start combining all of this to make our granola bars. Combine all together and then we're going to add blueberries, but these are not going to be dry blueberries. We're going to add fresh blueberries. Guys, I'm telling you, once you eat this chewy granola bars and have that taste of the fresh blueberry, You're gonna be blown away. These are super delicious and chewy. Line a baking sheet with some parchment paper and then transfer all of your granola. Press on the granola and you are able to make your bars. You can see that my baking sheet, it's super big, so I'm trying to put everything only on one side. Set it aside so that way they can start bonding together. And now let's make it a little bit extra and make ourselves some vanilla yogurt coating. On a separate bowl, we're gonna add some water, vanilla, and some gelatin. Combine all of this together and set it aside for about 5 minutes or until the gelatin gets a little bit more thicker, kind of like a paste consistency. In another bowl, I'm going to combine some plain yogurt. You can use Greek yogurt as well, but all I had was plain yogurt and some maple syrup. I will be putting that on the microwave for about 30 seconds until it gets a little bit warm. Don't let it boil, otherwise the yogurt will get curdled. Once you have everything combined, you're gonna add in the gelatin mixture and mix until everything is combined again. And then we're gonna add in some confectioner sugar. I know what you're all gonna say, this is supposed to be healthy, but it's all about balance, and the sugar will make this coating super delicious, and the vanilla flavoring, it's amazing. You can use an electrical mixture, but I am using just a regular whisk, and then combine all of this together until you have a thick consistency. Set aside until your bars are firm, and while that is getting done, our jellos are done. We're gonna take it out of the molds, and again, you really don't have to use this type of molds. You can use any type of molds or even cups, but I wanted it to make it a little bit more extra and make the little squares. Next time I will be using some non-stick spray because this was a little bit hard to take out. I had to use the knife, but I was able to take out the squares. You can eat this Jello by itself, but I wanted it to make extra, and I'm gonna make some sort of like a parfait with a Jello. On a mason jar, I'm adding some plain yogurt. We're gonna add in our Jello heart shapes, and on top of that, we're gonna add in some grains. I'm using the chocolatey oats and a little bit of walnuts and another layer of the Jellos to make it more presentable. And I'm telling you, you are gonna love to eat your Jello like this. The crunchiness of the walnuts, but the sweetness of the Jello, it's a good combination. Or you can eat your Jello just by itself. Since I did that parfait, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make an actual parfait. So I am putting some plain yogurt on a mason jar, and I'm using frozen strawberries and adding some blueberries. We are going to make another layer of the plain yogurt and top it off with some granola or walnuts or any type of grains that you love. And another super easy and healthy idea for snack or even breakfast. By this time, our granolas are more firm and ready to cut. So I'm going to take it out of the pan and I'm going to start cutting it in rectangles. And this process was really dangerous because while I was cutting it, I was tasting it as well. But you cannot resist all of this gooiness and delicious flavored of all of this granola. Yes, you can buy yourself the granolas from the store, but homemade, it's super delicious and chewy. You have two options to put the glaze. I decided to just put the glaze on top, but you can also grab your granolas by itself and dip it on the glaze. And there you have it, 5 easy and healthy snack ideas or even breakfast. Hope I was able to give you some ideas for snack or breakfast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.